We all want food that's healthy, gorgeous, and super quick. So I'm going to show you a whole new way to cook. Amazing meals that you can do in just 15 minutes. Time-saving tricks and multitasking to the max. You can create magic in the kitchen. We're talking big flavours, fast. And these are great meals without the guilt. Balanced, tasty, and good for you. Healthy food that you can eat every day. It's delicious, nutritious, super fast food. Today, mega Moroccan meatballs in super tasty wraps and a vibrant warm chicken and broccoli salad that's packed with amazing flavours. It's perfumed, it's delicate, you know it's really, really good for you. Welcome to the 15-minute meal mindset. If you think you haven't got time to cook, then think again. First up, my twist on Moroccan street food with luscious lamb meatballs. Right, you're going to love this one. It's like the ultimate street food, but because we're making it ourselves, it's full of all the gorgeous, wholesome ingredients. It's really good. This dish is inspired by the bright, bold flavours of Morocco. Gnarly, spiced, lean lamb meatballs are a street food favourite. And nestled in a fragrant tomato and chickpea stew, you get the vibe of slow cooking in a flash. Garnished with some simple fresh salad and spicy harissa yogurt, all wrapped in gorgeous steaming hot tortillas. A fun North African feast for four that really delivers, all in just 15 minutes. This has got a Moroccan heart, this dish. So we're starting off with lamb as the meat. Of course, you could use pork, even chicken and beef, but lamb is fantastic at carrying flavours. When you buy it from the butchers or the supermarkets, try and get the lean lamb, which I think is much better for this. We want to season it with salt and pepper. And the spice that's just going to turn it into something with beautiful flavour is garam masala. In Marrakesh, you'd have the ras hanout, which is a very similar sort of scenario to this. It's a mixture of the kind of market sellers blend. So actually, in 1 teaspoon of spice, you're getting 5 different spices in there. So you're getting really, really good flavour. I want to scrunch that up with clean hands very quickly. I've got a pan on, as per usual, with 15-minute meals. I want to just quickly divide it into half, divide it into quarters, and then each quarter, you want to make 4 meatballs. Obviously, they're nice, sort of, just slightly smaller than squash ball sort of size meatballs. They'll cook nice and quick. And a little tip for making the meatballs really happen quick and fast is wash your hands, get them wet, and if you do these with wet hands, they just form a beautiful meatball, nice and quick. So literally, a couple of rolls straight in the pan. You don't want to kind of wait, just get them cooking straight away. I will put a little bit of olive oil in there in a second. But don't muck around trying to make these perfect. If some are bigger than others, I wouldn't really worry about it too much. It's nice, rustic cooking. What I love about this is it is proper street food, comfort food. It ticks all of those boxes. I'm going to put a tablespoon of oil in there, merely to get the natural fats going in the lamb. So a tablespoon goes in. Just keep tossing those meatballs until they get dark and golden on the outside. I'm cooking them separately from the sauce to save time. So now's my window to get started on the gorgeous chickpea stew. And I've got a few tricks to give you big, slow-cooked flavours in minutes. The key ingredient here is a little bit of a luxury. I'm using saffron, a classic flavour of Marrakesh. Unbelievable colour, amazing. I mean, look at that. And, you only get 2 of those little stamens in each crocus. And the colour is phenomenal, the flavour and the smell is phenomenal. Thousands of years people have been going mad about this, and people have to pick them by hand. What a job. And it's still, by weight, one of the most expensive things in the world. But, for a couple of quid, you can pick up just a tiny little pack like this. And if you put that into boiling water, what I love about it is immediately this kind of sort of spell of flavour and colour just comes out, and it's just beautiful. Look at it. Really, really gorgeous. So, toss the balls, give them a bit of love. In the pan here, we're going to get some flavours together. I want some garlic, some chilli. I've got some coriander here. So I'm just going to move that for a second. I'm going to slice up about, yeah, let's say half a chilli, half a fresh chilli. We want a little bit of spice there, but we don't want it too hot. 2 spring onions. Slice those up. And then the stalks of the coriander here, never throw those away. They're really good. We'll keep those leaves for a little bit later. The stalks, full of flavour, we'll just roughly chop those as well. So in this pan, I'm going to use a little bit of rapeseed oil in there. I've got it on a high heat now, just turned it up. In with the onions, chilli and coriander. I want to get a hum of flavour going, so 2 cloves of garlic. I'm not going to bother peeling these. Just get yourself a garlic crusher. As per usual with 15-minute meals, you want to get stuff going super quick, so little cheats like that. Put the garlic crusher in, squeeze it through, and then it comes out like that, and we'll just take the little papery outside off right away. Job done. I hate peeling garlic. It drives me absolutely up the wall. I think it reminds me of all my earlier jobs as a junior chef, the skivvy jobs, you know. Back to the balls, give them a little bit of love. Tossy, tossy, tossy. And then another little trick of flavour, passata. It's already pureed tomatoes. And I'm just going to use half a jar here, about 350 millilitres goes in like that. And some chickpeas. Chickpeas are phenomenal. I love them. They're as good as what you kind of put with them. So take the lid off like that. I'm going to drain these chickpeas here. You know, really good chickpeas with really good oil is kind of the basics, you know, but what I love to do is just introduce it to all these flavours. Already this is boiling. The passata's already cooked, so it's not like it needs hours of cooking or anything like that. So you've got big flavour very, very quickly. And then in with the chickpeas. Of course, they're cooked already. But just to simmer those in beautiful things is a real joy. OK, now for our lovely saffron tea. I mean, just look at that. It's gorgeous. That goes straight in to here. All the bits, don't lose any. Oh, smells amazing.
I'll leave this to blip away for about 6 minutes, and the saffron will continue to infuse the chickpea stew, giving it an intense, deep flavour and vibrant colour.
To go with this, I wanted to bring it together with a beautiful condiment, refreshing yoghurt and beautiful fiery harissa. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you just do about a heaped teaspoon in there like that, all right, look at that. This has got rose water in it, so there's all sorts of spices and chilli and oil in there. It's really, really tasty. It's like an amazing chilli sauce. Also, what I want to do is if it's thick like that, you can put just a little bit of water in there just to let it down, because it's quite thick. And then as soon as we've done that, we're going to pour in this zero-fat yoghurt and just marble it. Go about 2 heaped tablespoons in there, and it's just like a nice thing that you can kind of dollop over your balls and your sauce and your wrap, and it's just gorgeous. Look at that. So just marble it up, pour it onto there, and job is a good one. Lovely.
So, harissa and yoghurt dressing done. The tomatoes and chickpea sauce is looking good, and my meatballs are browning, so just keep them moving to pick up all the gorgeous sticky juices from the bottom of the pan. Now's the time to get some simple salad garnish prepped and on the board, ready for people to use in their wraps.
So I've just got some basic, beautiful things here, and literally all I do is just randomly chop up stuff. You can really do whatever you want, kind of combo-wise. So just chop it all up, mix up the flavours. So once you feel that you've got a nice texture that you like, you just want to dress it very simply. A little olive oil and some lemon juice, just to keep it really clean and fresh. Squeeze that through your fingers to catch the seeds. Just toss it up. And I'm just going to make a little gap in the middle here. The balls are gorgeous looking. My little chickpea stew is lovely. You can see the tomato sauce is almost cooked into the chickpeas. I'm just going to let it down with a little boiling water just to make it gooey and saucy again. But, you know, every pan reacts differently. So we just want to make it nice and just loose, really. Last job, very simple. I've got some whole wheat tortillas, 8 of these bad boys. I'm just going to put these into the microwave. Just put them in just a chunk like that. just about 40 seconds. You don't want to cook them, you don't want them crispy, you just want them to warm through and be steamy and sort of like roll-upable and gorgeous.
We're ready to serve this up. A gorgeous, bubbling tomato, chickpea and saffron stew, ready and waiting for my lean lamb meatballs with their crispy golden coats.
Look at that.
Bring to the party light, steaming tortillas, punchy harissa yogurt, and orange slices for a fresh citrus hit.
Every time it's like, ah, ooh. You know, I just love going from the fresh and sort of cleaning your mouth to the crunch and then the spice.
A fun, build-it-yourself Moroccan street food feast in just 15 minutes.
Load it up with some of that beautiful chickpea stew. Grab yourself some gnarly, crispy balls. Get in there. It's the ultimate sort of street food, isn't it? You know you're going to love it. Hit it up with some crunch, some chopped salad. Harissa it up, baby. And then somehow try and roll this bad boy up like this. Come on, get it right in your gob and try not to make a mess. That's kind of what it's all about. And like the heat of that harissa is amazing.
Next up,
Looking damn good.
a vibrant, healthy salad that's full of surprises.
Chicken, veggies, something a bit different. It's going to blow your socks off.
Check out this incredibly delicious warm chicken salad. It's one of my family's absolute favourites. Golden, succulent chicken breasts with a kick of ground coriander and sprinkled with toasted seeds. Served with nutty char-grilled broccoli and lemon-infused bulgur wheat. Plus, for contrast, cool yogurt, spicy harissa, and a side of crunchy smashed radishes. Delicious. This is a feast of multiple flavour-packed elements that come together at the end to make the king of all salads. A perfectly balanced lunch or dinner for four. Hearty, healthy, it can't help but make you feel good, all in just 15 minutes.
Haven't salads changed, eh? All the years of having an iceberg and a little lonely bit of cucumber and stuff like that, and now we've got this. OK, this has got a bit of everything. It's full of goodness, delicious, colourful, lovely hot, crispy chicken in there. We're going to start off with the broccoli. We're going to do something a little bit different with it. My missus absolutely loves this. I'm just going to take the outside skin off the stalk. Everyone normally just carves off the stalk, but actually just take that sort of dry outside part, take it off, and then all we're going to do is cut it into quarters. Just run the knife carefully down the middle, boom, and then down into a quarter, boom. I'm going to throw this into a pan. I've already pre-boiled my kettle, so the boiling water goes on top, little pinch of salt, and that will start cooking ASAP. So cook that for about 4 minutes, and then I'm going to grill it. Boiled and grilled broccoli, I'm telling you, is delicious. And when you start tossing in beautiful oils and vinegars and stuff like that, it's going to blow your socks off. So the first bit done. The second bit is our chicken. I've got a really simple but completely effective seasoning for the chicken. Just get yourself a nice little sheet of greaseproof paper, like that. I've got lovely chicken breasts here, about 120 grams each, so not massive. Season the paper and the chicken from a height with salt and pepper, of course, and ground coriander. Get a nice heaped teaspoon, and I'm just going to move it around like this in the salt and the pepper, and it's going to create sort of like an outside layer, a sort of bark, a golden bark. So you're going to have that nice crispy outside and the lovely juicy inside. The lovely thing about the coriander powder is it's not over the top. It's not like cumin that punches you around. You go, whoa, what just happened there? Oh, it's taken over my chicken. It's perfumed, it's delicate. It's going to have a real kind of dark, contrasty outside and beautiful, juicy white flesh on the inside. And also, we've taken the skin off of this. So, you know, by taking the skin off of it, it's healthier, but also that lovely coriander, sort of salt and pepper outside, you won't be missing it at all. So once you've done that, just move this around, put the greaseproof over it, And you know, just use your fist. So just give them a thump. It's going to tenderise it, and it's going to push that seasoning onto it. Flatten them out. A couple of tablespoons of olive oil go in, and then just take the chicken, in it goes. It's going to be crisp and gorgeous.
Leave your chicken to cook for roughly 4 minutes before turning, when it's lovely and golden. Now I've got a screaming hot griddle pan, and the broccoli is boiled, so time to transform it into something special.
Just let that drain, give it a beat, and then I'm going to place it onto this griddle pan. We want to char this broccoli. You want to put a good old bar mark across it, and it's going to change the flavour of the broccoli. It's going to be slightly more nutty. So you've got the two flat sides, push it all down. It's going to be properly lovely. Broccoli's on. I'm going to use something that I absolutely love. It's bulgur wheat. You can get it everywhere. I just need about 200 grams going in to a pan. I'm going to use the broccoli water because it's really full of good stuff already. This takes about 8 minutes in a fast boil to cook, so it's nice and quick. The other secret ingredient that's going to just bring the life into this dish is salted lemons. These particular lemons are just so unbelievable. Do you remember fruit salad sweets? It's kind of got that puckerness about it, but it also sort of, it's a bit like cheap perfume. You know what I mean? It sounds terrible, but it's really, really good. We'll put the lid on top. We've got the chicken. Let's have a little look at the chicken. Look at that. Coriander powder. If you haven't got some, go and get it. Oh, really, really good.
So the chicken's looking good, and the bulgur wheat and broccoli are well on their way. Next, I want a lovely little sidekick to bring some fresh, cool contrast to this warm, comforting salad.
I'm trying to sort of make friends with the radish. I feel a bit sorry for them. They haven't really been used to their full potential. So what I want to do is just crush them. A crushed radish salad, quite generous on the vinegar. So it's almost kind of like a pickled onion. You know, you want that crunch, you want that hit of acid. Get your radishes, just take the tops off. Just literally crush them. What we're doing is, it looks rustic. I like something about the way it sort of bursts, because when you start putting dressing around it and stuff like that, it sort of sticks to it in a really beautiful way. So in a bowl, a couple of tablespoons of good extra virgin olive oil and red wine vinegar. You could use a sherry wine vinegar as well. You want just about maybe 3 tablespoons of the vinegar. You want to be a little bit more generous, and shake that about. Beautiful colour. Nice pinch of salt and pepper. I'm going to use some mint. Just get half a bunch and just simply go like that. And then just to sort of offset the radish, I want some spring onions, OK? So about 2 is fine for me. Just do the best you can to finely slice it. And to be honest, this is a really easy recipe, so we're completely in time. Let's have a look at this broccoli here. And that's what we're after, these lovely little bar marks, which are really nice. It's going to completely change the flavour. Just turn it around onto the other side. And I think, you know, Jules loves this salad, just because it's kind of got everything, but it's also like, you know, it's really, really good for you. It's a real harmony of veg and the carbs and the protein. It's just like a kind of perfect meal, really. The spring onions we put into here, and we have a nice little toss-up. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely little radish salad. The broccoli is looking rock star. On the inside, the broccoli is soft and sort of boiled as per usual. But then on the outside, we've created this toasted, charred sort of effect. And of course, that in itself is not a pleasure. But when you start tossing it in beautiful things, oil, vinegar or lemon juice, a little bit of seasoning, having it with bulgur, we're gonna have it with harissa and yogurt and beautiful chicken. Ah, all right, I get it. It all makes sense now. So that's looking good.
So we're nearly there. My bulgur is now cooked, ready to be drained and served onto a platter. Just like rice, it should be soft, but still hold its shape.
See these lemons here, if I just push them to the side, they're really tender right now, but also incredibly delicious. So literally just mush them. And the fragrance from that is just off the chart. And then just fold that back in to the bulgur. So you're going to have this incredible flavour going through. So that's just steaming like a good one. I just want to put sunflower seeds, a couple of tablespoons, put them in and around the pan. They'll take literally 30 seconds to warm back up, toast back up, get all the natural oils going, soak up some of the flavour from the bottom of that pan, from the chicken. The broccoli here, let's just distribute that in and around like that. Let's have a look at the chicken here. Gorgeous colour, have a look at that. But we've got attitude and Morishness and caramelisation. It's looking damn good. So I'm just going to pop them onto this board. If you can, I'm not trying to be chefy or anything like that, get your chicken breast, get your knife, sharp knife, and just carefully slice at an angle. And that way, can you see the beautiful contrast of the chicken inside and outside? And I think that's going to really get people's taste buds going. Distribute that across the plate, and that's one hell of a salad, come on.
Scatter over the rest of the seeds and add some cool freshness with some zero-fat yoghurt.
I've got a lovely rose harissa, classic Moroccan fare. It's not super hot, it's got a nice fragrance to it, which is good.
For those final touches, serve with some lemon wedges and add a little bit of cress to your radish salad.
Ain't like it used to be, is it? Gorgeous. Chicken, veggies, something a bit different, but dead tasty.
Easy peasy, an incredibly delicious healthy chicken salad in only 15 minutes.
Oh my Lord, that is so good. Oh, with the broccoli, of course, that charredness puts a whole different dimension on the salad. But when you start putting a little bit of yoghurt and the seeds and a little bit of chicken with it, it just works. And I think that's what salad's about, sort of surprising people with how many different flavours and textures and looks you can get on one plate. And that's exactly what it does.
You know what I mean? You win my love. It's sweetness that I'm thinking of. We always hanging up Buffalo stands. We do the dive every time we dance. I give you love, baby, not romance. I make you move, nothing left to chance. So don't you get fresh with me. I'm about it.